I want a second opinion.
On what?
You talk too much.
I talk too much?
Sorry, but I'm not on the menu.
Oh my God! You're just reading the Leon one-liners. Is that what you're doing?
Must be time for the evening service. Let me guess. You're the town lumberjack. The Nerd Chat
is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days.
It's hosted by a group of best friends.
This is Cortana. And remember, don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. As always, Spartans, see you online.
Oh, hello. Daddy D. Wally here, and welcome to The Nerd Chat, a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. I'm just going to say it right now. Resident Evil 9 is the Metal Gear Solid 4 of the series, Jose.
He's absolutely right.
Yes. It's insane.
Jose joining me as always at Chipotle Bear. What does your thing say, Jose?
It says RE Night is an achievement in all caps. It's an awesome game. I know we're going to talk about what we're playing. I know Dan has complaints because he complains about everything. Can't just enjoy games.
I'm enjoying it, but there are a few things. Jose, we'll talk about it later. Keep going.
We'll get to it. I've been having a great time, and not a PC thing necessarily, but I just have to say that it is gorgeous. Like, it is just absolutely stunning.
I agree.
Game.
And incredibly well made. Some of the animations, Leon's animations in particular, dude, crazy.
Wild. So anyway, happy Thursday. Happy to be here. Let's talk about some games.
And so be it, said X Bacon Gaming.
Yeah, that's true. It is what it is. So be it.
All right. And Bubble Boy and 7 says he's not buying a PlayStation 6. We'll see about that, Bubble Boy.
I know. I was like, I don't think I have enough characters to be like ... probably.
No.
I disagree with so be it. I'm sad.
You'd really buy a PlayStation 6 for one game a year?
He will.
For one game a year. They've
no,
already told you they're only
PS
going to have
fanboy.
one game.
He's the biggest PS fanboy here. Even though I've been on since 2009 trophies.
I'm saying I disagree with so be it because I'm sad. I'm pissed. It's not. I don't feel so be it. I feel betrayed. Not betrayed, but like ugh.
Betrayal.
Exactly.
It's. I guess PlayStation could put the genie back in the bottle. Am I right? Joining us as always, or actually making his return, is Mr. Reliable. I like to call him Mr. Reliable because his shorts on Instagram, they're incredible. I just wish I could speak as smoothly as Chris, aka at 1H1D. How are you tonight, my friend?
What are you talking about? You talk pretty damn smooth.
No.
Don't bloat his head.
But no, for real, guys. If you haven't seen his shorts, his short alone on the Fallout did a better job selling to me than Bubble Boy's review.
I did a review of Fallout.
Sorry, the Fallout drinks, the Nuka-Cola or
yeah, probably.
But thank you for joining us, Chris. Chris reached out to join tonight. Chris, will you tell everyone why you needed to be on the show tonight?
Well, my wife's at home, so I was like, it's Thursday night, so let's hang out with the boys.
There we go. I love it. All right, guys. Well, Jose,
that is as real an answer I think as anyone could have.
That's
ever
perfect. Let's jump into it, Jose.
News team, assemble!
The title of our notes.
Title of our show.
Sorry, it's title. Well, and our notes.
It's our notes.
Is RIP PlayStation on PC. / Hello Project Helix, but who cares about that? News story number 1. Coming from Jason Schreier over at, what is this website? BlueSky? I don't know. And Bloomberg.
BlueSky.
He says, New. Sony no longer plans to release PlayStation games on PC. Sources tell Bloomberg News. A major shift in strategy that sees the console maker returning to exclusivity after 6 years of flirting with multi-platform. Ghost of Yote and Saros are not coming to PC. Bacon?
Mm-hmm.
You spend thousands of dollars on PlayStation games on PC. You are the biggest PlayStation and PC fanboy. You brag. You get unnecessary platinum trophies on PC despite PlayStation. You're no longer going to be able to do that, Bacon. Oh. It's over. You will be the first in line to buy a PS6 on launch. Tell me your reaction to this story.
Well, the only PlayStation game I don't own on PC is Ratchet and Clank. Just haven't got around to buy that one. I've purchased every single other one day one of their release, and I haven't even played them all. I buy them day one to continue to show Sony, hey, PC market's here for you. Sony has said my money's no longer good, so my money's no longer good across the board. I will not be supporting Marathon.
Any Sony first-party games.
I played the beta, said they probably cooked on this one. Just getting ready to pre-order, and then this sweet. I mean, Schreier's doing God's work. He saved me money by having this report come out prior to me ordering Marathon. I'm not going to do it. If my money's not good enough for single player, my money is not good enough for multiplayer, and I buy a shit ton of stuff. I own entirely too many video games. I buy battle passes. I have your stupid controller. I've had your PlayStation 5, got rid of it because the thing hadn't been turned on in almost 2 years. But it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what to tell them. I'm going to tell them right now that you can't put that genie back in the bottle. You can't come back to PC and say, sorry, guys, we were kidding. We're back. Because the PC community is not going to allow you to come back. So they're making their bed here. The PC community will hold a grudge, and they'll be like, you thought we thought we didn't buy your stuff earlier? Come back and see how much we buy. It's frustrating. It's stupid. It makes no sense to me. So either A, they are that worried about brand damage, or B, Xbox Helix really did scare them, or the Steam machine scares them. I don't know which one. It's probably the Steam machine, if I'm being honest. And they want to continue to act like it's 2004 again. Then I can't stop Sony. I can't, as a shareholder, my measly 25 shares in that company, they're definitely not going to listen to me. So I'll probably just sell that stock and call it a day.
Holy, did you hear that, Sony shareholders or Sony Corporation? You lost a shareholder.
It's ridiculous. This makes zero freaking sense. Through their 6 years, they've seen no substantial.
Somebody clip this rant.
They've seen no substantial decline in hardware sales, right? So why are you doing this?
You're right.
It is the stupidest move I've ever seen, is to quiet the toxic Sony fanboys. If I know where it's coming from, but
just a question.
Chris has jumped.
Has Sony actually officially said that they're doing this, or is it just because?
But then they release a PS or a PC controller just today.
It's not a PS controller. It's just a controller with a USB-C cord in it. It's PC ready. Oh, trust me. I think that's
right on it.
Dumb as hell. Before I throw it over to Bubble Boy, also PS fanboy number one on the show.
To answer your question, I would just ask Sony to make a freaking statement. When Bloomberg puts out a report and everyone on the planet's reading it, Hitoki or Hearst or some Holst or whoever's in charge of that company, none of us know anymore.
No, Sony doesn't talk to us.
Say, that's not true.
Sony doesn't need to talk to us.
Who is their spokesperson now? There's no Jim Ryan.
You can't just do one tweet saying not true.
Oh no, who cares?
I don't even care.
Temper21 says, this sucks, but Sony is in the trenches and I respect it. Tell him, Daniel, you Bacon, Sony's playing to win the game.
They've already won the game. What the hell are they doing?
Sony is playing.
You play to win the game.
Do they still think
you don't play to just play it?
People with $5,000 PCs, $6,000 PCs are going to say, I really need a PlayStation 5 Pro in my life.
Here's, before I throw over
to
Bubble Boy and cut off Bacon's rant here, because he'll get back to Bacon in a second. Bubble Boy, my biggest complaint about their data and their strategy with this is they did not release one single Sony first-party game day and date the same time it came out on the PS5.
Well, they did on Helldivers, and it sold
That's
millions.
not
on the,
a first-party single-player game.
I'm just trying to say they released one day and date, and PC supported the hell
and
out
it sold crazy. It's like 2/3 of it are on PC. Yes, that's why I wish they would have given it a true chance. That is not going to hurt console sales or of consoles or the game. The people on PC would have been there to support. People on PC buy games, unlike Xbox players. So, Bubble Boy, what was your reaction to this? And do you agree with me that they cut it off to they should be doing day and date?
Oh yeah, and I feel a lot better because I misunderstood what Bacon's tagline was there. I thought he was just like, yeah, cool, whatever. I'm very sad about what are we laughing at?
No, keep going.
Sorry.
Keep going.
This is stupid. Like,
hold on, Bubble Boy, tell that kid to shut up while I tell Nissa something. Nissa, will you send me the link to this response you want to send? Put it in the chat, Nissa. Thank you, Bubble Boy.
If it's Tom Mahler, like that guy from.
I know who he is.
Moon
He's
Studios,
the Ori
right?
dev. He's the head
Yeah.
of Ori. Yeah, Moon Studios. Go ahead, Chance.
yeah, I think this is so. I was talking to Dave at school today, and like this is so myopic. I think of them. I think they are looking at one thing and one thing only, and I think they're going for the jugular when it comes to console sales. As if I had to guess, and I could be way off, but especially considering the next news that we're going to talk about, or the news that we're going to talk about in a little bit, that the only reason this makes sense is if someone in a suit was like, hey, what can we do to guarantee console sales? And that is the only thing that matters. And someone said, well, I know, what if we went back to exclusives? And they were like, would that work? And they're like, maybe, sure. And so they were like, done, that's what we're doing. Or someone was like the reverse of that, of like, what's driving lesser console sales? Well, maybe it's stupid PC boys. Like, it's terrible. I don't like it at all. I am going to be furious with myself if I buy a PS6 for Wolverine.
You don't have to. You can just borrow Dan's.
Yeah,
you can borrow my Pro. I mean, it's
Pro.
and I don't think I really
blow off
don't
the
think
dust.
I will. I don't know how I will be able to justify it with
watch a
two
playthrough.
girls and cheer, but yeah,
Chance
it's-
likes to play games.
it's stupid, man. It's stupid. And
Okay. All right. Chris, what was your reaction to this? I don't even know. Do you even have a PS5? I don't know. You don't? Or
I
you?
do. I do have a
Oh,
PS5.
okay. Well, what are your thoughts?
My kids mostly play it. I just have the black controller back there. But that's about it. I haven't even really used it since, like, I think I tried it with Helldivers, and like that was about it. But I mean, yeah, I know Schreier's usually like the doom and gloom, like anything that he usually puts out is like legit. But like I would like to hear from them to say that, okay, this is what's happening before we all kind of jump to conclusions. But if that's what they want to do, like, it seems very short-sighted because there are a lot of people, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking through this right now. I apologize. But like, it might be short-sighted, but maybe they're thinking about the whole thing with like the RAM stuff and the hardware purchases, like
Still gonna
PC
affect console.
It doesn't affect consoles, but like, I don't know. It's just like, I have no idea what their thoughts are, but it seems very short-sighted, because, you know, the idea is you should be getting your games on every platform. At least I would think so. But or they look at Nintendo and be like, hey, Nintendo's been doing all right by doing it themselves.
That's another part of it, Chris, is like they're not really competing with Xbox anymore. The Xbox is dead. So it's just between them and Nintendo. So why don't they play the console exclusivity game? And Timper has a great point here. This kind of tells me that PlayStation doesn't even want to lose a single possible console sale. They make way too much money off of third-party sales to the store. Yeah, they make over 50% of their sales or of their money off of third-party. What was it? Just Wasn't it just microtransactions on a few games, like something crazy like that? Go ahead, Bacon. Bacon wants him back
I
in.
guarantee you they would make more money off of me buying their games because I buy every single one of them
Than not
than the
buying.
measly profit they make on one freaking console sale.
That's true.
Just saying. This is absolute.
It's
they're
true, because
selling to a dying demographic. Consoles are not growing. PC is by far growing more than any other platform there is because of the kids. But they're like, no, let's turtle up. Let's get inside our shell and we're gonna fight this war.
Are you saying that Sony is turtle heading right now?
Exactly what they're doing.
I still think there's a
Jose,
market.
for the layman out there, can you explain what turtle heading is?
That's in the after show. Stick around.
I still think that there's a huge market, Bacon. Like who said that? Was that Diego? PlayStation only wants one box under the TV playing their games, and that's a PlayStation, not
Just
a
your
Steam
controller.
machine or a Helix. The PlayStation 5, Sony PlayStation brand, as we've stated since the beginning of this podcast, is the Apple of devices on the video game side. It's the upper end hardware. It's convenient. It's for the casuals. It's for your mom. It's for your grandpa. Anybody can use the PlayStation like anyone can use an iPhone. That's why it's going to continue to sell. That's why it's going to continue to dominate. Xbox is, well, we'll talk about Xbox in a second. Jose, you're a big fan of PlayStation games on PC. In fact, you've played the most PlayStation games second to Bacon on your PC.
Yeah.
And you were playing Miles on your
Ally, yeah.
Ally. So, I mean, this kind of makes sense, right, Jose? They put the genie back in the bottle.
Okay. From a larger standpoint, I can see why they're trying to do this. And I know it's easy to say, oh, they can just do this and go exclusives. And maybe I'm wrong. I also know that Sony likes money, and so do their shareholders. And I'm just curious what this is going to look like in 6 months. From the perspective of like, if they went from not putting anything on PC to putting things on there 12 months later, to putting things on there 6 months later, to now saying, we're taking them off. I don't know why this couldn't change again pending sales, right? So like, I know it feels very final, but like, we'll see.
Let me interrupt you right there, Jose. Do you think Xbox can go back to console exclusives?
No.
They
No,
can't
but
go
to
to
be
so-
fair,
They
So
can
what's
leave
the difference?
PlayStation for sure.
to be fair,
It's
but
changing the guard.
We haven't heard that officially. We've heard people are assuming that based
No,
off of
no.
what Asha
I think
said.
it's no. I think it's insane. And I'm
I
saying
agree.
I'm arguing that Xbox is not going to go back to console exclusivity. But why is PlayStation, you're saying, allowed to be like, no, we're going to scale back on PC, but then they're going to be able to go back to
No,
Sony
what I'm
PC?
saying is that I think this is going to go poorly for them. In the same way that Jim Ryan's live service Benny Games was like the future, and then a year later they fired him. This could be Herman Holst or whoever's decision. I'm not saying it's Herman's. I don't know that it's Herman's. We don't even know it's true yet, right? But that does not. It doesn't seem like it's going to go well. From my perspective, because you asked, like, I've played a lot of games. I have, because I've always loved Sony games. That's never been untrue. And really, I think for everyone on the panel, despite how much we joke, we've all been Sony fans at some point, and even now into our adult life. I love that I can play it on PC just because I did miss playing some of those keystone games. Like I still have Ragnarok. I still haven't played it. And it's a bummer to think that if they reboot the series or if they do the next iteration in Egypt or they go back to Greece or whatever, that I wouldn't be able to play it on PC. But unfortunately, and this is just my reality, I have so many other games to play. Like that sucks because I would buy Wolverine. I would buy the next God of War. I absolutely would buy Yote when it comes to PC. I'll buy Death Stranding too when it comes to PC. All those are great like franchises. But if they don't release them, I'll just be like, oh, that kind of sucks. All right, well, I'm gonna go back over here and keep playing this stuff because I have so much other stuff to play. And I think that's something that they're kind of misjudging from this piece. Now, I also could see, I think Diego had a great point. This could be in response to things like the Steam Machine, right? Because they're like, we're losing this console war. It's the only thing that's been making money. We got to double down because otherwise we're going to lose. And that could be a component of this. I just think it's the wrong move, unfortunately. And maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see soon enough.
It makes me wonder, because you said the word war, maybe they're just taking a page out of our government's book, and it's not a war, right? This is not a war that's happening here. So we're not going to stop selling games, PlayStation games on PC. We're just going to no longer offer them for PC players through
but
anything other than a PlayStation console. It's all word gymnastics, and you're
Semantics,
probably
yeah.
not smart enough to figure it out, Jose. I'm sorry
that's
for
fair.
that.
That's very fair.
But like if you could follow along, you'll get it.
I mean, I think here's what's even more scary. And I was reading through the comments. Like if you find the Jason Schreier post on Bloomberg, go read some of the comments. Some are like obviously like console wars, but some are pretty interesting. The reality that the reality that the next PlayStation is not going to come in under $700. Like, there is not a chance in hell it will be under $700. That's frightening for the people that are going to buy it for those 1 or 2 yearly exclusives, right? And I know that we said the same thing about PS5. Like, I said the same things there, truly, because of things like FIFA and Madden and Fortnite and NBA 2K and stuff like that. But again, if we're talking about like the next generation of people that are gaming, it's kids. And you're right, Dan, that PlayStation is still the king for the most part, but the most
It's
of
the
our
most
kids,
accessible.
it is, other than their phone, right? And as phones get better and better at gaming, and as streaming becomes a more viable option, dude, it's a wild future. Like, I'm set. I'm happy. I got so much to play. I could get through to death and be fine. It's going to be more interesting to watch than anything.
It is. I'm still concerned about it. Bacon likes, or who was arguing with me about this? Was this Nissa? I think it was Nissa. The cost of, I'm concerned about the cost of PC gaming. We were all lucky that we got into it before all these price hikes.
Yep.
Building a PC, Bacon keeps saying PC is going to continue to grow. Not if it's this stupid expensive. No, it's not going to continue to grow. People would rather just buy a $500, $600, even $700 PS6 when it launches.
$600. Do we really?
I'm assuming.
Do you think the PS6 is going to be $500 or $600?
I think it'll be
Love
700
to
or
hit
less.
Poly market on that one.
I think it can be. I think if PlayStation
PS6
is
so high.
666.
You are so high if you think the PS6 is going to be $500 or $600, bro.
I didn't say 5 or 7. I said 700 or less.
Can I pose a question to you guys real quick?
Go. Bacon.
So, do we think that the PlayStation fanboys are? Because we heard Sony the other day say that we're just going to monetize our existing user base more. Do you think they're more happy to spend more money to get that W, or do you think they really would love to just get that extra revenue from PC to subsidize their gaming? Or they're like, I'll pay more to win, bro.
Yes.
What do you guys think that's true?
I mean, the Dodgers do it.
I mean, I'm just asking because they are literally voting against their own interests, going, yeah, I'll pay more for PS Plus just to keep games off
There
PC. Hell yeah,
serious
bro.
PS fanboys.
Hell
It's
yeah, bro. I'll
just
pay
like
that.
you're a diehard Apple fan, Bacon. Would you ever get an Android phone?
No, I have one for work and I despise it.
Would you ever get one, Bacon? You're proving my
Like,
point. You're
I
a diehard Apple guy. You would never switch.
I'm trying to decide if I can just do a dual SIM on my iPhone so I don't have to carry my work phone anymore. Because it's like it actually gives me diseases working with Android.
Judas Roar says, you're assuming the prices won't affect PlayStation. Also, since the PS6 isn't coming until 28 or 29, what do you think the price do you think the prices will still be high? I don't know. If we're still in war with Iran, who knows? I don't. Hopefully not. No, you're right. That's a good point. Prices
Don't call it a war.
should be lower, I would hope.
It's an action.
I don't know. It terrifies me though. I'm genuinely terrified for gaming for a lot of reasons. One of them is the RAM crisis, expensive hardware. The other is what is Xbox doing? But guys, final closing thoughts. Does this mean to fight back against PlayStation? Because I said I wanted to buy it on PC to play it on a ultra wide or 4K 150 FPS. Instead of buying it on Steam, I play it on my PlayStation through PlayStation Plus for free. Is that sticking it to them?
No, because
No.
you're still paying for PlayStation Plus for some.
It doesn't matter because I'm still going to be using this amazing controller, guys. You see this?
Get it out of here.
Get it out! I'm done with them. PlayStation's banned now.
I can't
If
believe
you
you
don't
paid
want
for
me and
PlayStation
Bacon to spend money, I'm not going to go to the store and buy it. I will pay it for free as part of my subscription on PlayStation Plus, even though I didn't want PlayStation Plus Premium. Is it Premium? I don't even know what level it is. Emotionless Taco said, "I'm so glad I got my 64 gigs when I made a mistake. I only bought 32.
I got 32 more sitting here for you.
I'm not buying your overpriced RAM.
$900.
It's no longer Bacon's bargains bins. It's Bacon's ripoff bins now. He's jacking up the prices.
He's just doing what he's supposed to do.
Supply and demand, like
He's
Sony.
following
You're,
the market.
you're touting Sony here.
These are
Supply
the
and
new
demand,
hotness.
bud.
See these controllers.
Supply and
Xbox
demand.
forever, controller wise. Speaking of Xbox, let's move on to news story number 2.
Timestamp.
Xbox. Just today, we were here for breaking news for once,
Way
you
to
guys.
go, Asha.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid, boys.
I have a few
Xbox
too, by the way.
tweeted out at about 1 o'clock today, Mountain Time, of course. The next generation of Xbox console, Project Helix. Gotta say,
Great name.
pretty cool code name, pretty cool logo. But unlike Bacon and Eric, I'm not falling for this shit. And I'm not falling for Asha Sharma. Here's her response after announcing as well. By the way, the Xbox announcement, 9 million views. Asha's statement, 2.3. Apparently, people do care about Xbox.
Oh,
Asha said,
hot take.
great start to the morning with Team Xbox,
Yeah.
where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the code name for our next generation console. Project Helix will lead in performance.
Yeah. Well,
And don't fall for this next part, you guys, and play your Xbox and PC games.
why can't they do that, Dan?
Looking forward to chatting about this more with partners and studios at my first GDC this week. I'm telling you right now, my only thoughts about this is she's lying, and it's not going to be able to play your Xbox games.
Why
You're gonna be
won't
able
it?
to- you're going to be able to stream them through your Xbox UI. You're not. Just don't fall. Don't. Jose, pull up the picture from Memento. Don't listen to his lies. Can you pull that up?
Memento, like the
Memento,
movie?
where he's looking, where he takes the picture and he writes,
Fresh
"Don't
goes Mentos
listen
and
to his
Mentos,
lies."
fresh
Can you pull that up,
I feel like maybe that's not what he was talking about, Bacon.
Chris?
The Menta.
What about the Foo
Mentos.
Fighters video with Mentos? Oh, never mind.
Chris, what was your reaction to this big news? I mean, they're I don't know how. Like Mr. Maddie said, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. They are announcing the next Xbox console, Chris, which will supposedly be high performance and play your Xbox and PC games. What was your reaction to this?
I mean, are they going to actually stock them in stores? Like,
Shots fired already.
Cut out the middleman. Direct
Shots
I mean,
fired.
direct, why not? But
direct purchase.
I mean, I don't know if they're trying to take the whole when the One X came out, like that kind of Project Scorpio and all that stuff. Like that was like I think that's when Microsoft was like trying to turn a new
Yeah,
leaf
that
kind
was
of
good,
thing,
yeah.
and that was a good time. I don't know if
my
she's
One
trying to
X.
repeat the same thing here with this, but I'm intrigued to hear more about it.
Yes.
But I mean, and they obviously with the Ally and stuff like that, they've already kind of hinted at upped in the UI and like how it would integrate more with your Steam library, Epic library, and all that stuff. Which let's see what they say, because like a lot of it is just I don't know. Well,
We'll
a lot
believe it when we
of
see
marketing
it, Chris.
talk.
Yeah, we'll believe it when
A
we
lot of
see
Chris,
it.
do you have an Ally, an Xbox Ally?
I don't. I have a Steam
Okay.
Deck.
I am fully in on that. Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank, Jose? The system they
Xbox
call
user
full
experience.
screen, yes, in the full screen mode, where I can go right to Epic, I can go right to Steam, I can go right to my Xbox games. That is working flawlessly for me right now, and for what I need it for. And so I was just curious if you had experienced any of that, because it's great. And if they can do that on a console, heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't, but I mean, I feel like a lot of times Microsoft is always like ahead of the curve, and then they just like they drop the ball with like continuing the support of whatever that technology or whatever it is, and someone else picks it up, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's the next best thing," and it's like, dude, Microsoft did this like years ago. Like, what are you guys doing? And I just hope they give them an opportunity to, if this is the new like UI and like integration with all this other services is going to work seamlessly, then cool. Let's see it.
Judas Roar said, when Phil announced only 4 games, I went out and built my first PC that March. Based.
Noise.
Smart man. Smart man. And then I also wanted to get Timper said, every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Xbox is alive again? Code name should have been Frankenstein, said Jose. Gentle Stone said Helix, the intertwining of console and PC, the evolution of the direct Xbox.
Man,
Diego
This man knows
says
his history right there.
the logo is actually pretty good. Simple, clean, still resembles an X. I like it a lot. And my dumb and dumber voice. I like it a lot. Play anyway.
Samsonite. I was way off.
Gentle Stone said Moore's Law is dead. Just did a rundown on it. It'll be significantly more powerful than a PS6 and way more expensive. And 1.5 to 2 years earlier. Bacon, I'm going to save you for last and remind me about Judas's comment saying, can you explain why you don't think it can play Xbox games as well?
Judas, I was going to ask him that same question.
Yeah.
Fine, Bacon, go ahead. Explain to me why it's going to work.
We can land a missile in someone's porch from 4,000 miles away. But
how much does that cost?
Make a game play. I don't know if you're envisioning like a disk drive so you could blow off your old Combat Evolved disc and put it in your new PC.
I don't have physical games, but thanks.
I don't know why you don't think that this can happen. Even if it is an emulation layer,
it literally will have to be like the 360 and all the backwards compatibility. Like they're going to do it for every generation. That's what you're telling me they're going to do.
Why
not?
Why
you're going to emulate an Xbox Series console?
I'm running 3 screens right now. I'm watching basketball. I got Twitter up. I'm
and how much did you pay for your PC, Bacon?
It doesn't matter. Why do you think they can't write code?
Because that's going to cost a lot of money for this hardware and software. That's my point. How much is this new Xbox going to cost, Bacon?
God. I don't care how much it costs. I won't buy it.
It's also not going to have to.
Why would I need that?
It's not going to have to do everything Bacon's PC can do, or even my PC can do. Because I think I have the crappiest one now, right? Crappy. My PC's incredible.
Your PC's
out of the 4 of us.
Nicer than like 80% of people's PCs.
I'm just saying of us. And so it doesn't have to. There has to be a happy medium there. It doesn't have to either be nothing or Bacon's $2,000 motherboard. Like,
I mean, we got cars that drive themselves, but we can't make a 360 game play on way better hardware than the 360. I don't know why that's a bridge too far for you, Dan. You're so angry about everything, and you're focusing on one.
No, I am based, Bacon. I bring balance. I don't fall for these lies.
We've
is
known
what
Asha
it is.
for 2 weeks now, bro.
VR flight.
I don't know her about
VR flight school. How can he know how it can be done? I don't
know why you're until they announce. And by the way, you can only stream your games. And then I'll go, hey Dan, I'm taking the L. I'm sorry. You can only stream those old ass games that could literally play on a toaster. But cool, you won this battle. I don't know why you're so anti the Xbox when they're actually announcing stuff. And you're like, still dead though.
You
bro.
literally, Bacon, you're defending it, but then you're like, no, I would never buy one.
So I have a PC that does all that. I have no desire to play games from the
So why would
Xbox.
why would people buy this over a PC when this is going to be as expensive as PCs? Presuming in the future we don't have to deal with all of these price hikes in 1.5 to 2 years.
It's going to be an SoC. It's not going to have a dedicated GPU. It's not going to have 64 gigs of RAM, Dan. I can promise you that.
Todd Oxer said, "If you thought the Xbox,
me, but Dan, it's weird.
if you thought the Xbox Ally X was expensive, wait for this one, Bacon. Not everyone's agreeing. Chris is waiting.
No, Todd, it's cool. You can just pay with fan cash for all that. Probably the new Xbox.
I still love that we're living under the illusion that the PlayStation 6 is going to be like $400. Get it today. The company that loves nothing more than making money is going to be like, we're going to take this loss. And we're gonna come out at 450.
All I'm saying is I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay, that's all.
And once we get some more 3 months detailed information on how they're
we're gonna get it next week.
Xbox games
because Jason
and
PC games.
Show. Bubble Boy, what was your reaction to the Project Helix announcement?
My first thing was I really liked the logo and I thought it was cool and I wanted
Trust
to know
me.
Diego thought, and it's obviously those people make millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars to do what they do, and so I loved that Stone pointed out how it's the like double helix, right? And so it's going to be their DNA moving forward, that in their DNA they can do Xbox games and PC games. I hope it seems like they're already leaning into that, so hopefully they run with that and can do it. And do it well. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, like I was saying earlier. I'm excited that they're saying something, right? Like they're out here this lady's in day, what, 14, 15? I don't know now. And putting things out. So that's good to see, especially at a time when all this Sony news is coming out and we heard crickets from them, right? It would have been really easy for them to say anything like, hey, thanks, Jason. Not quite, or yep, this is what it is, or anything. But to have nothing just sucks. So I'm glad to see Xbox is keeping their name in the algorithm.
They kind
in
of
the
have to
hardware
too,
business.
right? Like just because there's a big surprise, like with two of their big leadership folks leaving, and it's like, okay, well, they have to.
They're doing a good job marketing,
Otherwise-
right, Chris? They're just perfect timing. Am I right?
I mean, she's a marketing girl, so she's got to do it, right?
She's building the hype. She's got Eric and Bacon by the balls right now. De Niro Primero Design says nobody has to believe the lies, but we can be optimistic and hopeful that they can deliver. That's why I'm going to throw it over to Mr. Optimistic and Hopeful, Jose Martinez III. Jose, what was your reaction to Project Helix? By the way, is this just the logo for the project, or is this going to be the logo for the actual? Jose, go ahead.
So that was honestly, that was my first question, because my first thing was like, oh, Helix is an awesome name for the next console. What's up, Grayson? I was also just excited that we were getting away from like confusing naming conventions, because it was like the Xbox X, Xbox One X, Xbox Series S, Series X. I was like, awesome. Helix is like very definitive, new generation. And then they're like, that's code name. And I was like,
has the letter X in it.
Oh, that sucks. So, I mean, I hope they do keep it. I hope that's not the new necessarily Xbox logo though. Like, cause I could see them trying
that's
to
what
do
I was
that,
wondering.
like totally rebranding it to that circle. But I think the logo's dope. I do. It also, funnily enough, made me really wish for the Xbox store back. And I don't think we've talked about that on this show because it just is not that big of news compared to everything else. But if you didn't know, the Xbox Gear Shop has not been open since after Thanksgiving. And I only know that because when I was looking for your guys' Christmas gifts, I was like, oh, let's just go see what's in the store. And it was down. And it was literally like, we'll be back soon. And I kind of thought of like, oh, it's like a Black Friday thing, no worries. But then like November came and went. And then I was like, oh, maybe for Christmas. But Christmas came and went. I was like, oh, maybe New Year. Then New Year came and went. And now when you go there actually is a thing that says, hey, we're working on stuff. Enter your email. We'll let you know when you're back open. But I was like, that does lend itself to some kind of a rebrand of some things with what's going on. And I think it is a dope logo. Like I've been looking for a new hoodie, because I mean, I love this hoodie from you guys, but like I need more than one hoodie. And so I was like, man, that'd be kind of cool on some merch, but I think it's cool. And full disclosure, I'm in Bacon's camp. Like I'm not going to say I would never buy Project Helix, but it's just not likely that I'm buying it for me because I play on my PC. I do buy consoles for my daughter though, right? My daughters, I should say. And so we have a Series S right now. It's fine for what they want to play, but as their tastes are evolving, like it's just the interest in me as a dad and as a gamer that I will want to do that. So like I am intrigued. Now, is it like a day one buy? Am I going to be trying to get on Amazon on day one? No, because I don't want to fight scalpers. I don't want to deal with like overpricing. I do think it's fair on Dan's side to say like I kind of need to see how this actually pans out, because don't forget too, the reality is like the Series X was to be like 8K on day one out the box, and like in hindsight now 5 years later we're all like maybe that was like a little bit of an overestimation. And so I'm curious to see what it is. Again, I agree with Diego. I'm hopeful. I don't want to say I inherently trust Asha, but like I do like that we're seeing some stuff. I think it was, to your point, Dan, it's very fair that she needed to control the news, but that's how news cycles work, dude. Like we would say the same thing about Sony if Blue Point had happened and we didn't do anything else. And so I'm glad that they're doing some stuff, man. And we'll see how GDC goes next week. I'll be looking for all that news for sure.
Sounds good. Breaking news. Grayson has to share something with you guys. Tell him, Grayson.
What's up, big dog?
Horizon 4, I beat Eliminator.
He got first place on the
Eliminator.
Eliminator.
Heck
Forza
yeah,
Horizon
man. I
4.
don't think your dad's even done
Exactly.
that.
That's what
before.
I said. Bubba Boy just said, I've never done that, Grayson. Yeah, he really did. I couldn't believe he won the Eliminator. I couldn't
Heck
even do
yeah.
that.
I got to
So-
give him my t-shirt.
Yeah. He says he wants to give you a t-shirt. So thank you. All right. See you later.
Daddy.
Yeah. So those are my thoughts, man. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I also think it's tiny bit funny that I was like a teaser, and I was like, hell yeah, and I clicked the button, and it's 7 seconds.
Yeah,
long.
it really
That's
is
like,
a tease. A tease.
brother,
That was your
like,
teaser.
could have just done a picture. I've been just as good for the record.
Gentle Stone says, and I think it'll be between $1,000 and $1,300 and more powerful than a comparable PC for the price. And Nissa says, I hope they give you different builds like they do with the Surface. Keep dreaming, Nissa. That's definitely not going to happen. Todd said Helix is the reference model for OEMs, just like NVIDIA does. Oh, I didn't know that. Diego said, yes, the logo is for the code name, but we'd be dope if it stuck. It is kind of cool.
It kind of reminds me of the Hydra logo from Marvel, though. I don't know why. It's just something about it reminds me of Hydra.
Is Chance frozen for everybody else?
I hope.
Perfect timing, Bubba Boy, as always. Todd Oxter, yeah, I'm with you. It's a cover up, Todd. The best way to make people excited is to talk about new hardware.
A cover up? Covering up. Is the Epstein files out there somewhere?
I mean, it's like, look over here. Don't
Okay,
look
wait.
over
I
here.
wanted to bring this point up about the current Xbox console. Judas Wars said if Asha decides that as part of marketing and from the marketing budget, they could discount the console by $50 to $100 as marketing, they need heavy localization, ads, and hardware around the world. Guys, why don't we just do a fire sale on the Series X at this point, Jose? Tell me why they're not trying to sell the Xbox Series X for like sell it for less than a PlayStation, so 400, and Series S for 300, or even better, 350 for a Series X, 250 for a Series S. Like, why are we not just trying to just get rid of it? And
I mean, there's two things I would say. And again, I am not in business. I'm not in marketing. I work for schools, for the record. But two reasons. One is that I would worry about a fire sale counteracting these measures of trying to rebuild the brand from the perspective of people saying, look, they're just trying to get rid of it because they're going to go digital. They're going to get rid of hardware. Like, that's one thing that could hurt. The other thing I think that is really the smarter play, and this is a little more tinfoil hat to be fair, is that you save your stockpile, you plan and execute and release Project Helix at your high price, and your Series X becomes your entry at a lower price. And it's not quite the same thing that Nis is talking about because she wants model variations on the Helix project. But honestly, like, it's not a bad move, right? It's almost the same move as the X and S when it came out, of like, you can pay the 500 or you can get one for 350, but they all play the same games and they all support streaming, and like, to your point about the back compat, remember they're investing in AI. AI can code the back compat. They don't have to hire developers for that. You see what I'm saying? And you can disagree and dislike that because of the AI thing, but that's literally what they're trying to do from an AI standpoint, is eliminate paying people for that kind of work so that they can focus on other things. So I'm just saying, like, there's some interesting things in the work. And again, I think it was on Bitcast. I was listening on the way home from a coverage last night, and they were talking about that they don't think Asha will be the spokesperson like Phil was. I kind of get the sense that she's
already doing it.
Yeah. So it's interesting that I'm curious if that will come through or not, because again, she's just not, like, part of what Xbox's strategy, the word everyone uses is parasocial, was that they knew that Phil was likable, right? That he's one of us, he's a gamer, right? And so I think it's interesting that they're continuing with that strategy. I'm not mad about it. I think it's noble to go that way and just put your face out there and talk to the people, but I know a lot of people disagree. So anyway, that's a lot of thoughts, but just a couple things.
Todd said, do you think they do anything before Xbox does anything before GTA 6? No, Todd, I don't. I think PlayStation's got that locked up, and you're going to be seeing a lot more PS5s being sold during GTA 6. And then Nissa says they don't care about subsidizing anymore. They should. They should. Sorry, Nissa. And they should worry about getting more people on the platform.
Why would
and
they
to do that, you sell a
subsidize-
console cheap.
Why would they subsidize something that people could go out and buy games on Steam for, Dan?
Because not everybody has money to play on PC. What are you talking about, Big? I don't understand what your point is. How that?
I thought you
she's
said
talking about subsidizing the console,
right? And so if Microsoft cuts a subsidy on a console, then the players can go out and buy games on Steam and Epic for cheaper.
No, I'm talking about the current hardware.
Oh, the current hardware. Okay.
Series X and Series X or S. They should. Xboxes in general should be way cheaper right now. Try to build some sort of hype. Like Todd's right. Maybe that's what they could do, Todd. Sell Series X for 400, ideally 350, and Series S for 300 or 250. But I don't know anymore. Like I'm still shocked about the hardware, you guys. I'll believe it when I see it, Chris.
Bundle it with GTA 6.
Is all I'm gonna say. All right, Bubble Boy is back. Bubble Boy was frozen. He looked hilarious.
Good
He is
God.
back.
What was I doing? Was that
You had like a
Oh, go back and watch. It was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Jose, you should make a short of me like saying, "Hey, Bubble Boy, what do you think about this?" And then just every time, show his face like that. There we go. Every time I ask Bubble Boy, what's going on?
I was literally bragging about how awesome my PC is, and it's just like, hey, we're going to restart.
That's your internet, not your PC. You're fine, man.
All right, let's move on to the next news story. I'm glad you're back, Bubble Boy, because
Just in time. I'm like, I can't
instantly-
miss this one.
Instantly about some Assassini news here, Bubble
Heck
Boy.
yeah. Heck yeah.
Wait, let me read it for you.
Sorry,
I got it.
Yep.
Assassin's Creed Ubisoft details franchise plans 2026 coming from Shinobi, who's got a nice little summary of it coming from the Ubisoft blog or whatever it is. Assassin's Creed Shadows, smaller updates and more surprises. Codename Hex, unique, darker, narrative-driven Assassin's Creed experience, taking more time for development. Codename Invictus, a PvP multiplayer Assassin's Creed coming along well. News on the Netflix's Assassin's Creed live action series is coming soon. A free 60 FPS patch for Assassin's Creed Unity coming to PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. And keep your spyglass on the horizon with a parrot. Bubble Boy. Assassin's Creed Black Flag confirmed. Talk to me about your. Everybody go check out Bubble Boy. He's done deep research beating all the Assassin's Creed.
I'm excited about that last bullet there. And of course, they have the little parrot, which I think is hilarious. They aren't coming out with a release date. I want it to be 2026 because it's on my fantasy critic team. So
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Is that
That's the name.
I okay, because I think I still get credit for that, right? Mine's like
Yes.
unnamed or
Yes,
something
yes,
right
you're good,
now.
you're good.
That's what I picked, right?
Yes.
If it doesn't come out in 2026 and it's because they need a little bit more time to perfect it, I will be okay with that. I just hope they do it. Outside of that, honestly, like free 60 FPS, awesome. You know what? I played the entire thing at like 110, 120, so it doesn't matter to me. The live action series, they are really gonna have to sell me on this one. The movie was so bad, and I like Michael Fassbender.
I was going to ask you guys, is so bad?
so
Really,
bad.
Jose?
Yeah,
Even
it's so
Jose
bad.
thinks it's so bad? I saw it
loved Welcome
too.
to Raccoon
So
City,
bad, you guys?
and that was terrible.
The way they did the Animus just was so comically bad and wrong. Yeah, I think it's okay for me to say that. And there's so much they can do with it, and it could be so simple. So it'll just literally, it could be anything, right? I am not seeing anything right now that says, hey, we're going in the Shadow universe, or we're going in the Ezio universe, or we're going back to Egypt, or we're doing something entirely new. Like, I haven't seen a single thing, so I'll have to wait. The PvP does absolutely nothing for me. I am very, very, very stoked about Hex. It reminds me, for no reason other than I just got this feeling in this itch, and probably because I want it, that it's going to feel a little bit more like Mirage, in that it is more focused, it is more back to the
Story-driven.
basics, story driven, exactly, and assassin like. So I'm pretty pumped. Hex's Rome. It's the witch hunts, right?
It's the Salem trials, right? In
It's
New
not
England?
Salem. It is in Europe. It is definitely Europe, which I was a little bummed when I learned that. I was like, wait, what? Because when we, as Americans, when we think witch trials, we think Salem. It is not those witch hunts, those witch trials. It is one. Let me see if I have it here. I'll look for it real quick, but
Okay.
it is.
Bacon, Joe wants to know that you're here to experience Bacon's Crash Out on live. So you missed it, Joe. You missed it.
I didn't crash out, so
He did crash out.
Oh, well, Chris, are you an Assassin's Creed man? Are you excited about any of this?
I played a little bit of a couple of the games. maybe.
Have you ever finished one?
No, I haven't. My kids have finished the one in Egypt.
Origins.
Origins. Yeah, they had a good time with
I
that.
finished Odyssey.
And Odyssey. Yes, they did that one too. They seem to like it. It's like cool. But
Okay, Chris has no interest in Assassin's Creed.
But the PvP multiplayer thing gets me so mad because it's like, they took away Splinter Cell for this, and they took away Mercs versus.
We don't
Mercs
know
versus
that.
Assassins. It was like, ugh.
That I agree. That the Assassin's Creed. Jose, what do you think about the Assassin's Creed PvP? Wait.
PvP.
Yeah, they did have. Yeah, in Black Flag, right? Chance?
No, it wasn't Black Flag.
They did.
No, I
Yes,
think
they
it
did.
was.
Yeah,
They did
afterward.
Black Flag. They did Assassin's Creed 3. There were a few that had it, and it was terrible.
Yeah, it didn't do well. I don't know why we're going back to it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was terrible. So I did. If you didn't catch it, 16th century Holy Roman Empire, in parentheses present day Germany. Which, listen, I'm not a history major. I don't know if they're saying within the Holy Roman Empire in Germany or the present day parts of the game, which have been almost obliterated, take place in Germany. I'm not sure. And then during the peak of the witch hunts, it will feature a protagonist named Elsa. I hope she has ice powers.
Judas Roar says, Chris, don't feel bad. I actually haven't played an Assassin's Creed before. That makes me sad.
And
Because
they
there are some
took away Prince of
games-
Persia too. They killed Prince of Persia.
I liked Prince of Persia. It was good.
Go play Assassin's Creed 2 or Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. Black Flag Resync should be the one to go. Or if you like big open world RPGs, Odyssey or Origins is what Chance would probably.
Odyssey or Origins. And Dave and I had this conversation the other day because he has only played, I want to say he had only played Syndicate, oddly. And he has everything from Origins on. And I was like, start with Mirage, man. Start with Mirage.
I think Bacon's fallen asleep over there, so I'm gonna get into something that might interest him with our next news story here.
The Jazz?
Ooh.
No.
Highguard.
We didn't talk about this. I can't remember when this broke.
Zing.
No, it's not Highguard. We'll get to Highguard in a second. Bloomberg reported that Bluepoint Games pitched a remake of Bloodborne last year, and Sony said yes. From Software said no. And Lance McDonald said, worth noting on Twitter, I don't know who the hell this guy is, that From Software have no say in what happens to Bloodborne. And this is PlayStation saying, okay, sounds good, but From Software don't want that, to a Bluepoint staff member, which is very likely just a lie. But then Jeff Grubb responded, it is not a lie. That is exactly what happened. Although I get where Lance is coming from, because Sony doesn't have to care about what From Software says. But if it doesn't, would Sony ever get to work with From again? So basically, guys, From Software is not okay with the idea. Sony does own the rights to Bloodborne and could do it if they wanted, but that would be against From Software and Miyazaki. Oh, praise Miyazaki. His wishes. So Bacon, looks like that Bloodborne remaster isn't ever happening anytime soon. And are you with me that Bloodborne is overrated?
Bloodborne is incredibly overrated. I
you
used
both go to
to
hell.
be on Joe's side because I
Gary.
was like, hey, I really want Joe to get something he really wants. Joe's been kind of a dick the last 2 days, so I'm going to say I'm happy that Miyazaki put his foot down and said, don't touch my game anymore. I am fully on board with Miyazaki on this one. And I wouldn't even be able to play it anyway because they'd say, you're on PlayStation, so I couldn't play it anyway on PC.
You're right.
Literally doesn't bother me at all. I'm not even sure why we're talking about this.
Woo!
The PlayStation game. So sorry,
So
Joe.
let me bring us back to
Wait. Joe says Sony needs to sell Bloodborne back to From Software. And then Gentle Stone said it's a matter of respect. And Bacon in the trophy room said, Bacon wants me to see me crash out. And it won't happen. Bubble Boy, let's
Crash
be real.
out weekly about Bloodborne, Joe.
Bloodborne is good, but I even heard Travis over at Seasoned Gaming saying it's the worst From Software Souls game. And
Easily
I was
the worst.
I was like, that's shocking. I was like, it's Dark Souls 2, hands down.
Absolutely.
And Ain said, I think he said the original Demon Souls was his worst one. I'm sorry, Dark Souls 2 is hands down the worst. Bloodborne is, I would just put it kind of in the middle. It's good,
Dark
but
Souls
when I
1, Demon Souls the original. Yeah, no.
Why not the
the
remake?
Bloodborne.
Or in the remaster.
Everybody, if you want to play a good Bloodborne, just go play Liza Pete. Bubble Boy, tell me
So,
about.
Listen, I don't believe any of this.
Wait, what do you mean? This is what happened. This is people are like saying this is true. From Software, Miyazaki and them said no, and Sony's not doing it out of respect to his
and
wishes.
great, but you know what they probably like more than his wishes is money. I have to imagine if they were like, listen, we
How many
will.
copies do you think that would sell?
That's a
If it
fair
was on
question.
3
PC,
million.
Bacon, if it was on
3
PC, well, actually, I take that back. I think it would sell more than you think.
3 million.
I think PC people would go out and buy a
Oh,
PlayStation. for this.
that's not part of the conversation, Dan. We're
What
not
would-
allowed Sony games anymore. So,
I would buy it. Yeah, exactly. I would buy it.
how many
In
copies do you think it would
heartbeat.
sell on PlayStation? A Bloodborne remake.
Plenty.
I think a lot.
Or
yeah.
just
I
yeah,
think
just
more
as
than you
much
think,
as-
Bacon. I think people are obsessed with this, and I don't agree with them. But sorry, Chance, go ahead.
No, I'm right there with what Joe put. I might. Yeah, he's pretty much got that exactly how I had it. I loved the Demon Souls remake, though. I don't know if
I agree. I like that.
maybe
I
he's
like that a
not
lot.
9
differentiating
million. Just
between
says
those two.
9 million.
I don't see why they can't do both. And in the business world, I have to imagine that money is going to ultimately rule all, not somebody's feelings, not one person's feelings. And then if this truly is real, if this is not a lie, why? Can somebody ask Miyazaki?
Because
why?
Miyazaki would
They
want
got
to
rid
do
of
it
Blue
himself.
Point, that's why.
He doesn't want somebody else to do it. Maybe they didn't. I think I read or heard that they didn't like that Demon Souls remake, even though as great as that turned out, and I think it's incredible that they were not okay. They didn't like how it was handled. I'm pretty sure.
What
Joe, did you
about
say
it?
that?
And I don't not believe you, Dan. I'm just like
It's,
I'm
you
shaking
know,
my head at like I don't understand that. What did he not like? Did he truly like this is my ball? I'm taking it home. You guys can't play anymore. Like, which I can appreciate, I think, to a point as some like artistic integrity or whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, money.
But you could say that to anything. It's like, why aren't PlayStation games on Xbox and PC day one? It's not. They could easily make more money, but they're choosing not to. And why aren't Nintendo games on PlayStation and PC and Xbox?
If it's his favorite,
if it's as easy as money,
shouldn't he want? Wouldn't it help his legacy to think that this is the one that people want so bad? Is it going to ruin the fact that it's his favorite game that people are clamoring for it to be remade? Or is it one of those things that like they're clamoring for it to be remade because they haven't remade it, and as soon as they remake it, nobody's going to give a shit anymore?
or
I don't
Jose,
think that's true.
Or
Sorry.
what if they want to make a Bloodborne 2? And they're like,
great. Can
is
we
there a
get
story
that?
there?
But the problem with that is that Sony owns it. I think Miyazaki's like, look, we made a great game. We made it exclusive to you. Maybe that was a mistake on our part, and because we probably could have made way more money selling it everywhere. And he's like, I just want to leave it in the past. And if you want us to remake it, you're going to have us do it because it's that, like Todd said in here, Miyazaki says Bloodborne is his favorite. It's just a personal thing. And I respect it. Praise Miyazaki.
Sure,
You can do whatever the fuck you want, Miyazaki.
Okay, I am
Jose?
not trying to
Whatever the you want.
throw shade his way. I truly would love to know from his like what his thought process is, not as like as a Bloodborne fan, more as just like a human wanting to know a little bit, like a psychological standpoint. Like, tell me a little bit more about why you're feeling this way. Like that is really, really interesting to me.
Just
Then my
Go ahead,
last,
Chris.
sorry, real quick,
Yeah.
Chris. My last point is if he was really, truly the boss that he says he is, he would do the Taylor Swift thing and buy it all back himself.
I agree with Joe. I think that'd be sick if they could sell, because then we would know it'd come everywhere. I don't want Sony to hold the Bloodborne IP, even though I think Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro would be my top ones. Jose, or sorry, Chris, you had something to say.
No, I was just wondering, has From Software done remakes of their games?
No. Nope. The only remake. Oh no, I guess they remastered Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But those were remasters just to get them up to like
They're just like upscaling.
yeah, up for which to me is like, why won't they just do that to Bloodborne?
Yeah.
There's something weird going on. The relationship between FromSoft and PlayStation clearly is not good. PS Trophy Room says they need to treat From like Kojima. Sell the IP to From and let them make a PC port with a deal
There you go, Joe. Love it.
of the deal. We just
If we
want
want.
console. Oh, okay. Well,
hey,
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah,
console
you
and
want me
PC,
to buy
yeah.
a PS6? Do this. Do this.
Well,
Wolverine.
buy a
and-
he's
PS4
saying you
that
could.
game?
It would be PlayStation and PC, just not Xbox. Chance.
Fun fact: Bloodborne is the last game I tried to play on my PS5 before I sold it.
And it was stinky. It was
was
so
terrible.
gross at
It
30.
was like,
It was
okay.
so. It was stinky
It
Switch.
was like watching a flip book.
Stinky Switch. Judah said, according to AI, Miyazaki said he prefers not to revisit his past. See, I said that. His
That's what
past
I was
creations
Based
because it brings
Miyazaki.
back overwhelming emotions and memories, making it
Based.
feel.
Based
Miyazaki.
Oh, Lord Miyazaki.
Miyazaki. Todd Oster said he's too busy on Duskbloods. Maybe it's coming after that. God, can
I'm
we pray
so
that
old.
Duskbloods is not a Switch 2 like only? I mean, I have a Switch 2 and I'll play it, but jeez. Jose, any closing thoughts on the Bloodborne remastered
I
Say
mean,
something
not really.
controversial.
or remake?
Say
Bacon,
something-
did you have
I-
anything else to say?
I don't have a lot of allegiance to Bloodborne because I've never played it. I'd like to play it.
You were waiting. Jose was
if-
waiting.
If Nixus supports it, hell yeah, I'll play it on PC or bring back Bluepoint and let them give him that project through him. Look, here's the thing. I think this is kind of funny as a news story because it's not really news because it's just
It is
people are up-
news. It's not happening, Jose. We're not getting a Bloodborne remake or remaster.
He's right.
dude.
It's not news.
I mean, dude, next
Speaking of not news, let's go to not news story number 2.
Hold on, real quick. So Bluepoint said they wanted to do
Correct.
Bloodborne, and then From Software said
And
no,
Sony was
then
like, yes.
Sony said, okay, let's just close down the studio after
Yes.
that. It's like,
Yeah.
No, they closed the
much.
studio down because they're making a God of War freaking live service game.
That too.
Whose idea that was?
Emotionless Taco. I feel Miyazaki just moves on to making new stuff again. He's not a fan of expanding the universes, usually past an expansion. What about Elden Ring Night Rain?
I can appreciate that.
I would include in the expansion or two. That's in that.
Dude, we forget how big, what that was the expansion? Elden Ring?
Shadow of the Erd
Erd
Tree.
Tree. Shadow of
was
the-
amazing,
Dude, that was
but-
like a second game,
It
you
was
guys.
a second game.
That was crazy. All praise Miyazaki.
Hey, let's get him on the show. you
Just
know?
kidding,
Dude,
Joe. I'm
freaking
sorry.
Hey,
you won't
hey,
get
fun
your-
fact.
your fix.
Ainsley Bobby Bowden Bowden met
Met him.
Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Like on accident. He was like in the
I
lobby.
still
He
I'm
was
so,
like,
I can't believe it
I
either.
couldn't pick him out from a crowd if I'm being honest.
I could. News story. Next news story. Bacon's been waiting. Bacon is a prophet, you guys.
Oops.
Bacon is a prophet.
I've done this
Called-
twice now.
He called this with Concord and he called it with this. High Guard is permanently shutting down March 12th. I'm not even going to read their statement, guys. High Guard is dead. Bacon, explain to me what happened. Because you saw this. You are a prophet.
I thought getting highlighted at the end of the Keeleys was the death knell for this game. The hype was
Based,
so high,
Bacon. Based.
and the
Death.
the company had no way to meet the hype of getting the last slot at the Keeleys.
What were
Well,
they thinking?
I was all about it.
What
till I
was
saw
Jeff
it.
Keighley? Bacon, let me know. I blame you, Jeff. Somebody
was-
clip this.
I was all
Jeff,
about
you are responsible for killing High Guard. Oh, you guys will see. I got to play this early. I'm so excited. In 48 hours, everyone will see the greatness that is High Guard.
I was.
Did
all
you
on
even
board.
play after launch, Jeff? Nobody likes you. I don't trust you. I don't believe your lies. I don't know why, but there's something with that smug face of yours. I just want to punch it.
I was on board with the trailer till I saw him riding a horse, shooting machine guns in a fantasy world, and I said, "I'm out."
Some people said the horse was the best part.
But it could have been the best part. I heard it was an empty, void world where there was no skirmishes. Never touched the game. Never even looked at the game.
Chris, did
And
you play High
Dead
Guard?
as hell.
No, I didn't.
Bubble
play it.
Boy, did you play High Guard? Jose, did you play High Guard?
But I was playing Call of Duty and Ark with you. You know I played this game.
None of us here actually played this free to
free
play,
game, yeah.
highly touted end of game awards game. I think that says everything, High Guard. I'm sorry. I also think it was unfair how the internet treated you. I think if you would have just not even had a trailer, just shadow dropped, your game would have had a better chance.
Yep.
And I do know that Based Freight Conductor played a lot of High Guard. He actually had some clips of it.
Yeah.
Interesting enough.
Eric really liked it too, right? He played a bunch of it.
Eric seems to like everything and then just
He's
fall
game
off.
positive. Isn't
Eric
it?
literally plays the
Good
game
point,
for like
Chris.
30 minutes and then moves on.
He's like, banger moves on. Banger moves on.
Dinero Primero agrees. Jeff wrote this game's death sentence. Gentlestone. It never would have gotten the almost 2 million players that tried it. It wasn't ready and was not a compelling
Right.
game.
It's just
from what
something that
I
happened
heard.
to Halo when it launched with no content. And they had a nice roadmap, but they shipped a game that was unfinished.
I hate that.
Why would you do that?
High Guard, deja vu. High Guard lost me at building walls at your base.
Yeah, it's a game that didn't know what it wanted to be.
Chris, you're shaking your head. Do you agree? I mean, from what you saw, because you don't really play many multiplayer games, do you? Besides
Once in a
co-op
while.
stuff.
I do want to apologize. I know you've tried to send me invites to Arc Raiders.
Yeah, this guy, I completely forgot. Chris rejects
Chris-
my Arc
Chris,
Raiders
do not-
invitation every
Do not
time.
apologize. You have every right to do that, and you should.
Boom. Roasted.
But anyway, I mean, yeah, I'm not really into like the PvP stuff, like PvE, okay, and like PvPvE. I don't know, all that stuff is okay, but yeah, like there was just something that looked very generic about this, and like I just feel kind of bad because they should have had like an open beta or something, at least so people can give them feedback. And it just seemed like there was a lot of they were in their own kind of echo chamber. Everyone, like at least from the articles I read, everyone like was really excited at the company to release this game, and it's like, well, who are you talking to? Who are you letting play this game? Because clearly it wasn't finished, and like some of the stuff, like even some of the UI stuff, was
Unbalanced.
just not. Yeah, it just made no sense to me. But
I knew in my first match at Concord that game was going to die. And so I did not want to do this to High Guard, but what I was seeing, I'm just like,
Bacon
I
didn't
don't even want to
even
waste the
play it.
bandwidth to
He had
download that.
premonition of it. All right, guys. So there's more news, but I'm going to save some of it. I want to talk more about what we've been playing. So let's quickly go to coming to Game Pass for March 2026. Bacon's already playing it. Final Fantasy 3. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, also available on PC now. That is cool. Nissa pointed that out. Coming soon to a T. EA Sports F1 25. I forgot. I didn't know this was Game Pass. Everybody go play the first one. Sorry. Planet of Lana 2, Children of the Leaf. I cannot wait to play Planet of Lana again. Day one. Construction Simulator March 10th. Cyberpunk Cloud and Console March 10th. We probably talked about that last time.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight Silksong is Cloud Console, handheld, and PC. Is on premium as well. And then Warzone. We didn't even talk about the new Warzone Black Ops. What is it called? Warzone
Black Ops Royale.
Black Ops Royale. Can't wait to play it. I'm getting hyped. I'm telling you
I'll
right
play
now,
it with you, Dan,
the
for sure
best
now.
part of the campaign was the glider and the grapple hook. So I cannot wait to use that in the game. It was definitely the most fun part of the game. Other than that, don't play the. Well, if you like co-op games, I take that back. If you like co-op games, it is worth playing. I did have fun. I played the last like half of it with randos, and it was actually a lot of fun. It's basically, think of it as a zombies campaign. That's really what it is. And then leaving Game Pass March 15th, Bratz Rhythm and Style, Enter the Gungeon, F123, He is Coming, Lightyear Frontier, Myth Wrecked, Ambrosia Island.
You ever notice there's games you want to play, but every game that's leaving, you're just like, so?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
You're right. Exactly.
It just seems like every great game is in there, but
it stays usually for the most part. So I just wanted to say those were the games coming to Game Pass. Dang it, Jose, what was the timestamp? That was quick, so we'll say 107. Guys, let's jump into some nerd chat shout outs, Jose. Eric wrote back on episode 0 of Xbox Record This, our old podcast.
The solo cast?
Episode 0 was my solo cast where I spoke by myself to a camera for 2 hours.
You had to cut it down.
Started a movement, bro.
Eric asked, question for the show. What would 4 year ago full of hope Xbox Wally say to the current Xbox Doomer Wally to snap him out of it?
Nice.
I would say don't fall for Xbox's lies. It's over. Thank you, Eric. Also,
Going back that far.
yeah, no shout out, Eric. That cracked me up when I saw that notification. Eric has a real question for the show from our Nerd Chat Discord. Bacon, how do people find that? The Nerd
Just
Chat Discord.
DM someone. We'll give you access. Nobody's DM me, so
Okay. Nobody.
I keep saying it every week, and I never get a DM. So nobody wants to join the Discord.
I thought Poogles was gonna join. But I'm still waiting so I can send his and Nissa stickers. I know Nissa. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. I'll get him.
Nope, nobody wants in. Eric asked, question for the show. After Xbox's display of utter dominance, unveiling their next console code name ahead of GDC talk, PlayStation will surely try and follow it up with their own announcement out of desperation. My question is, which household appliance do you think will inspire the PlayStation 6?
Oh,
We've already got the George Foreman grill PS3 and the Wi-Fi router PS5. I think the PS6 will resemble a vacuum
can I go first?
for obvious reasons. Go ahead, take it away.
I think it's going to resemble a toilet. General household toilet. It'll be round.
I thought you
for
were
all
going to have
that
a real
memory.
answer, Russell. What's it going to be?
That is a real answer.
All right, thank you, Eric, for writing in. Bacon thinks
Meaning
it's going to look
porcelain white. is
like a
that what you're
toilet.
saying?
Thank you.
Maybe it'll be one of those nice ones from Japan with the bidet, and it's like super fancy. with
Dude,
heated
Japanese
seats.
toilets, there
it'll
is
still look like a
nothing
toilet.
better.
Heated seats.
Yes.
By
Have
the
you
way,
had the pleasure, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Oh,
there's-
yeah.
yeah. It's the right answer.
Chris is like, oh,
You can't just be like,
yes.
yes, sir, I have. It's
By the way, Diego says that the Nerd Chat Discord is dead. Bubble Boy never talks.
It's true.
He's like Batman. He just lurks.
No, he doesn't even do that.
see?
He's trying to protect
He
him.
doesn't even do that.
That's what the government does. Is the
Guys, let's go into what have we been
Well, when they
playing.
answered the household.
Yeah, no one cares.
Oh no! In the Discord, we got 2 great answers. Freight Conductor said DJ Roomba. That's the first option.
Okay.
Eric said the PS5 that looks like a grill, like a George Foreman grill, and then Todd said the KFC air fryer console.
Ooh.
Hopefully, I bet they'll go back to something like the PS4 is what I would guess. That's something
Too
a
much
little bit-
hardware to fit in something that
A
size.
little
Dan.
something not as
so
ugly
strong.
as the PS5. Guys, let's jump into what have we been playing and or watching, guys, because I'll tell you what, I've been gaming. I've been having a blast. I'm bouncing between RE9 and Lords of the Fallen. Also beat Mario Wonder finally. I've been having a blast gaming. So, Chris, let's start with you. What have you been playing, brother?
Well, I was just started Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one, and then
Oh,
this showed up. I was like, oh wait, so should I just drop this and go right?
Yeah, I
to
think you
Space
should just
Agency?
do it.
word
hear
on
it's
the
way
street,
better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I heard like even the beginning kind of does a very quick
recap of the last game.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just do that.
Have you?
But what were
have
your
you
impressions of the
enjoyed
first game?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
how far are you? Did you?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play too much, but it was pretty cool. Like it was very immersive. Like they all say, with you can see your feet in this game, so that's good for them. And but at the same time, I'm like the reason why I was so hesitant about playing this game was just because it's just it seems like it's very punishing, like in terms of like you
Yeah, I
have to
heard
like
it's
there's like a lot
difficult,
of
yeah.
management of your like health and like hunger, and like I'm not really into that kind of stuff. But yeah, you know, everyone keeps talking about it, so I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. It's on Game Pass, and now the second one's on Game Pass, so yeah. Outside of that, I did try the marathon server slam.
What'd you think? What'd you think?
I thought the game was fine. Like it had like that Bungie feel of like the
Yes,
shooting.
definitely
mechanics.
the shooting, the
The
enemies.
satisfying like headshots, like all that stuff was really good. The UI was just crazy. Like I don't know what fever dream
Terrible.
was happening with that. So yeah, that was a lot. And Todd and I just finished Split Fiction.
They finally
Nice.
did it, you
Nice.
guys.
Did it?
Nice.
Awesome.
We did it. And
Lucky.
that was
2
fun.
years, but they finally did it.
It's like 6 months, but we did finally get it done. Very cool ending. Story was meh, but the gameplay like all throughout was very cool. I really enjoyed that. And what else was there? Oh, Hogwarts Legacy. I'm playing through that too.
Oh, very nice.
Been enjoying that.
Very good.
For the first time.
First time
Yeah, nice.
And where are you playing this? PC or console?
PC.
Okay. Bacon, you jumped into Marathon. I think you played the most out of us. All I did,
think I did
Bacon,
too.
was that intro mission. And I was like, that's all I did. I have to say, like Chris did, I did agree. It felt like a Bungie game. Shooting was great. SMG felt like a Bungie SMG. Like, I'm just like, all well made. Very stylistic. Very cool style. Weird stuff going on. But I even found some of the brightness and the HDR-ness of it a little like, whoa, this might be too much. But Bacon, I know you're not buying it because you hate PlayStation. What did you think objectively
If it
about the
wasn't
game?
a Sony game,
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's Bungie. It feels like a Bungie shooter, and we all know Bungie has fantastic mechanics when it comes to shooting, right? I always had trouble figuring out what the hell I needed to do. I didn't care for the map. And then I couldn't tell the difference between the AI and a human player. There was no, I couldn't
think
tell.
Hogue said that same thing.
Right. I was just shooting something like, oh, is that a human? Oh, I just killed a human. And the AI I felt was fairly difficult. Even in the beginner areas, because you can choose beginner areas or whatever. I think I played 4 games of it. They didn't have any idea what the loot meant. I just picked kind of like an arc where I just pick up everything. And then if I find something that's colorful, I'm like, ooh, should I drop this other thing? I don't know what it does. I'm just going to drop it. I liked the gameplay. I thought it was good. I still didn't know what all the specialists did. I mean, I ran around with mostly the healer, so I could throw healing bots at people. It seems like it started kind of slow because there's just a lot of running around with you and your other teammates that aren't talking because nobody talked for some reason.
I was just going to ask Bacon, did you hear a single
Didn't hear a
voice?
soul.
Chris, what
Not
about you?
one person.
Did you hear any?
No.
That's not good.
Right. I didn't hear a single person. And I was in game chat, not like I was in Discord because I had no one to talk to. And I'm just like, cool. We just ping something on the map and we run over there and loot and then get shot. And then, so I was going to give it a chance. I mean, because it's Bungie. It's the godfathers of modern shooters.
Even though he hated Destiny 2 with me.
I liked Destiny 2. I hated Destiny 2's story and their story delivery. And I had no idea where I was at any time. I had no idea where I was at any time in any part of Destiny 2. I'm just like,
I
cool, shooting spot.
I still don't know what happened in that game.
I mean, it has a chance. I'm not down on Marathon like I was Concord or High Guard, but
I was going to ask how many weeks you think it's got.
I think people are going to give
only
it more
80,000
of a chance.
concurrence. I just checked, so I'm a hair
Interesting.
concerned.
I didn't know. Is it out officially today, or was it supposed to be tomorrow?
Oh, it might be tomorrow. Or is it
I
Saturday?
hope people
I thought it
play
was
it. I
today.
hope it's successful. I don't want to see Bungie
it
go
says
down.
now available on Steam.
Yeah.
Come on.
So I mean, you're right, and then Logan's picking on the aesthetic, and I agree. Like it's just some weird pops of color in weird places on some foreign.
It is
planet.
unique, though. At least
Right.
you got it does
It is.
stand out. You're either going to
But,
love it or not.
I'm 10 toes down on principle on this one. So I hope it succeeds. I hope everyone has a great time and they get their $40 worth. Other game I've been playing, Final Fantasy 3. Not sure I'm going to finish this one.
Whoa, no, Bacon.
No, I'm
Bacon, you're
Chance is
doing
right.
so good.
Chance is right. You have weird ass people that are always joining your party. They don't do anything for you in combat. They're just riding your coattails the whole time. And still, I rarely know where I'm going without a guide. So I'm like, oh, I got to go back and talk to King.
Oh
what's
yeah,
his
that
name?
one.
In the throne
Just,
room.
but just put on all the cheats that make it go quick and like limit breaks. or whatever.
There's not a ton. No. So that's in 7. In these pixel remasters, there's
No.
only
No
you can
encounters,
turn off,
right?
You can turn off encounters, which eventually is going to screw you because then
'Cause
he's
you
going to
need
get to a
that XP,
boss,
right?
exactly,
Yeah.
and he's not going to be able to
And
do
then-
it. And you can walk faster. That's it.
And then if you leave, if you hit X to do the auto combat, it'll do whatever the last thing you had that person do. So all of a sudden, the guy who's you had throwing heals out, all of a sudden it's healing. You're like, oh, stop healing. I want you to attack, and then you got to stop the auto combat. I mean, they're fun games. I just don't know why half these people are joining my party anymore. Just let me go back and find someone and kill him and free the kingdom and
Bacon.
get the lights and
Bacon. I think you
Crystals.
need to take a break from it and
Crystals.
come play some Division 1 with me.
I'm downloaded, bro.
Okay, and by the way, bring up Deja Vu's. Deja Vu said realism in mode and Division 2 felt really good. Wonder how difficult it will be. Deja, wait for us. We're gonna do it together,
He's
man.
in 2 though. We're in 1.
I'm going from 1 to 2. I want to play this together. I want to replay all of 2 from the beginning. I just started it up. I got my character. I did the intro mission, Bacon, where you get to your first base, and then I'm ready to go to do co-op. So that's all I've done. I'm not going to play this until we do it co-op. Okay, I'm so excited,
guys. RE9
probably tonight,
Team.
hopefully. Chance, Division 2 on PC. Holy crap! It's like a whole new game, especially when I'm playing ultra wide.
Yeah, I believe that.
Totally,
It looks great.
totally
those
different.
games.
It's
I
crazy,
always
and
like those
it,
games.
that Snowdrop engine, you guys, and I was talking to Legion about it. It's Legion saying it's still like people refer back to the Snowdrop and how ahead of the time it was with the graphics. It is.
Dang,
I swear, it's like I'm
Raiders
playing a
is still
present day
killing
game.
it?
Dang, Arc Raiders is absolutely killing it. And
Absolutely crushing.
I sent off my Raider, by the way, guys. I said goodbye to him. It was sad. I sent him off on expedition. My Raider, I'm back to 0 on everything.
Game
you
over?
guys. I'm a
Yeah.
noob.
Game over
dude.
for you?
Game over. No, I restarted. I'm going to
You're
go
gonna
back
go
to it.
back in that game?
Chance, Jose and I have a lot to say about some Resident Evil impressions. So go
Yeah,
ahead. Tell me what
I'll
you've been playing.
piggyback right off of Bacon because you probably do need to take a break. I would get through 3 and then take a break though. 4 is beloved. It is not one that I love. The more I play 5, I am just impressed over and over with different things that they've done in 5.
Wait. Chance, you said you didn't like 4?
It's not that I didn't like it.
Colin Final Fantasy fan is like a big of 4 and 6. Like those are his goats.
Yeah,
4 and 6.
4 it's not for me. I didn't not like it. I didn't understand how people thought it was so separated better than 5, 3, 2, or 1 because it wasn't for me. I am enjoying 5 so much more than 4. And I'm sure
Taco says
6 is
his
definitely
favorite.
going to be the best. Yeah, I'm sure of that. I've already played it. And it's just going to be better on my Ally and in the Pixel remaster. But nothing has changed because I'm still just playing that and The Witcher on the side. I put Norse Oath of Blood on hold because I had 60 days to do it, and I want to give it its time over spring break, which starts this next week. So yeah, it's not because I didn't like it, but because I want to really invest into it. So, but then as far as what I'm watching, we finally finished Night of the Seven Realms, and I am itching for more of that. That show was absolutely incredible. I loved it.
Yes, sir.
So good.
7 Kingdoms.
Is that what
You said 7 realms.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I called it Hedge Night the other day too, which I was like, maybe they should have just called it the Hedge Night.
They should have.
But
What I've been watching, Paradise on Hulu. Fantastic.
yeah, same. And
Wait. You guys haven't been watching the new Bachelor in Paradise?
well, that too, obviously.
Go outside, nerd.
Like I think tell me, Bacon, at the beginning of how many episodes are you into?
I power watched season 1 in 2 days. And now I'm on episode 3 of the second season.
Okay, so you're further ahead than me because I've only watched the first 2. But that first one, I was like, there were times I was like, wait, is this The Last of Us? What am I watching?
Right.
And not in a bad way. Like
Yeah.
I loved both of those shows, and I love that actress. Why am I I'm blanking on her name? Such a cool twist. Not
is a
twist,
great
but
show.
like different angle that they're doing this show from. That I was just like, I had no idea this was coming. This is awesome. So. Loving that. Glad you mentioned that.
What's it on, Chance?
Hulu. So for me, it's Disney because
Yeah,
it's all
Disney. Gotcha.
together.
Very nice.
Oh, I didn't realize season 2 came out.
Yes, I think they're
Yeah, it just did a couple weeks ago.
5 episodes
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Lantern Straight. Yeah, I said that was Coach Taylor. That's what happened to Coach Taylor after he retired from being a Dillon Panther coach. It was weird.
Full hearts,
He
clear
got killed in
eyes.
Saudi Arabia first.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Jose, talk to us. Jose's been putting in work. I think I finally caught up to it. Did you beat it, Jose? He's been
I have
playing
not beat it,
RA9.
but I'm ahead of you probably, Dan, by like maybe 2 hours.
Have you switched back to Grace in the new area? That's where I am.
Spoilerific.
Yes.
How could you tell anything from what I just said? A switch to Grace. You know Grace and Leon are in the game.
Yeah.
That's where I'm right
Leon's
at
in
the
this
end.
one?
Great.
I
now
have
I
switched
play
back to
it.
Grace, and I actually think I just switched back to Leon again. So I happened to catch a tiny bit of your stream when I was going to come play, and you were streaming before we got ready for the show tonight. Dude, how long did you play last night? Because I didn't play anything.
Yeah,
yesterday 'cause
I
had to
got
go-
ahead of you, I think. Yeah.
No, you're not ahead of me. But dude, when I had a coverage for school, I had to drive out to like Boulder basically last night, so I didn't get home till like 10 p.m. and I was like dead tired, so I didn't do anything last night gaming wise. But you were way behind because you were still in the section with Leon.
Yeah,
the,
I know.
the
I
big
know.
section.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. And
then
I
I
came
was-
back and I was like, whoa, I cannot believe. Did you?
I
even
was pretty
sleep last
good.
night?
I fought somebody and only had to fight him once, and then I was.
I only had to fight that person once too. I was pretty proud of myself. But no, I'm.
But my problem, Jose, is as I'm one of those RA old schools. If it's not good, reload checkpoint. I try to use as minimal ammo, so I have it all at the end and know that I didn't use any of it, even though I could have this whole time. And I just have hordes of ammo for no reason.
You know
at
what?
the end.
Let's and maybe not a show, but maybe we can do a spin-off. I would love to do a spoiler cast with you and anyone that's played it.
Yes,
Taco, if you want to join us too, I would love
we
to do
need
that. To just talk
Let's
through
do
it.
Let's do it.
But here, let me just say this.
Spoiler-free impressions.
For spoiler for you for tonight, it is a gorgeous game.
Yes.
It is a true return to
Incredible.
like the survival horror. I have
parts.
really been excited about the balance between Grace and Leon. And look, if you don't like creeping, like if you didn't like the game's Outlast, you're gonna hate parts of this.
If you didn't like, here's how to sum it up, Jose. If you like Chance, Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 4, that you will like this game.
Oh, I have no doubt I will like
But if you prefer one of those over the other, you might not like it. Jose, that's my one critique. I think it works. I think they do a good job combining the gameplay. But I'm discovering I prefer the more traditional experience of Grace in that first area, either in second and third person or first person, whether it be Leon in the police station and RE2 or Ethan in RE7 all in one. I just prefer one singular experience. I think they do a good job switching between the two gameplay. There's a little bit of it where it's just not clicking. It reminds me of Alan Wake 2 when I didn't like it. Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 was great when I played a Saga. When you were Alan Wake, it was a fucking snooze fest. Sorry, I'm cursing a lot tonight. It was a snooze fest and I hated it. And that's kind of how I feel. I feel like, and we can talk more about this in the spoiler, but it works. Like, I don't want to say it doesn't work because it does work. I just prefer that kind of Resident Evil game. Do you see what I'm saying, Jose? I
do. And that's a very fair point.
And I think Ain said that. Ain said Leon's parts of the game are probably the weakest, and I would agree with him on that.
But they're also, but to me, they're more fun because they're more video game-esque.
I agree.
Like Leon, and to be fair, this is not a spoiler. It's not willy-nilly. Like, you can't just spray.
Oh no,
and pray.
I've died.
You have to be intentional.
You die.
About your
if they grab you,
your fight,
you're dead.
But Grace is a very different experience because it truly is like Ethan's RE experience in 7, where
except way more annoying. What was that? What did you say to me? Hey, I get it. Great. I get it. Grace is a great voice actress. She killed it. Doesn't mean I have to like her, and doesn't mean I don't think she's annoying, because she is.
That's totally fair. Anyway, what I will finish by saying is, if you're at all a fan of survival horror, like if you like Dead Space, if you like Silent
or
Hill,
Resident Evil,
even Crow Country, an indie from last year, like, this is a super dope game. It's fun. It's gorgeous. The character models are freaking astounding. It's got all the traditional Resident Evil tropes. If you've played the games, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Towards the end, you guys.
But dude, this is a love letter to anyone who has loved Resident Evil games.
Exactly. This is the fan service Resident Evil
game. It really is. It makes me I haven't gotten to the end, even though like I was talking to Taco at work. Taco's already beaten it 3 times, just so you know.
Wow.
He beat 2
I
of
had
them.
to ask,
in
like,
the first,
did you quit at Bear Creek?
Where's he
already?
find the time?
Taco beat the first. He
Oh,
beat it
yeah.
twice in the first weekend. One was a speed run,
Oh
one was
my
his like quality run, which was insane.
I'm taking my time, Taco. I'm finding everything, so I'm probably gonna be like 20 hours or something.
And so,
But
and
is
I'm more
it
like
like
Dan.
all
Like
the other
I'm
ones
checking
where
every
there's,
room.
like,
I'm trying to find every key that I can, and I've missed
too,
a couple
Jose.
of things. But like,
Hold on,
it's
Chance, we'll
just
get to you.
it's fun, dude, and it's well worth the money. You know what I'm saying? Like I've really
Yes,
enjoyed my
absolutely.
time with the game. So
Yes.
I think you and I are both getting pretty close to the
Yeah,
end.
we're both to the end.
You're probably about 90 minutes to 2 hours behind where I'm at right now, but I probably can't play tonight because I got to edit. So you're gonna probably beat me.
Jose,
ahead of
hang
that.
on afterwards. I'll tell you where I am after everybody leaves.
No, I saw you. I saw you on stream. I saw you where you ended. I know exactly where.
Just
you're
right now, before when I went to eat dinner,
at. Yeah.
I have an hour and a half left. But to get to catch
where
up
I'm
to
at.
you,
To get to where I'm at.
good God.
And to be fair, when I talked to Ains, because I was looking at my hours last night or the last time I logged on.
Hold on, Jose. Court is still stuck in the basement with the scary monster in the darkness. He is
Oh
lost
my
in the
God.
basement.
Poor Bud, you got to do some work, Bud. Sneak better. I'm at 16.8 hours right now into the game. Ains said that when I talked to him on day 1, he was at like 20 hours and was still going.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like-
where I'm. That's how I am. I'm doing
That's
everything,
wild.
Jose. I haven't missed a single thing. I have every single note. I have every single like achievement that
missed
you
some
can
notes.
get. So like I'm doing this everything. Diego says, Jose, not sure if you said it or not. Are you playing in first person or third? My guess is third. I think he's playing traditional, right, Jose?
Yeah, so in the game, traditionally, you play in first person as Grace and third person as Leon. I've left it because in my first playthrough, I was like, I
did
want
the
to
same thing.
honor what the devs designed this as.
Correct.
And I think that when you're playing as Grace in the first person, it really does heighten the style of gameplay that you have to
Yes.
play. Even though sometimes it creates frustrations for sure, but it definitely raises tensions. And not to be like a snob in terms of, because I know we brag about PC all the time, but like truly playing this in the dark on an OLED with headphones, it is a spectacle
so
to
good.
behold.
It is
so
so
good.
good. Chance,
So that's
it
all I have
is-
to say.
It is a fan service. You're gonna love it, no regardless.
I
I
will.
just have nitpicks with the switching. That's just me. I still think it's a good game. Jose, do I think it's as? I'd love to talk to you about where it would line up overall. I won't say anything. I don't.
We need to finish.
Yeah, let's.
it
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
can
We
do
need.
that,
I know.
but
I agree.
I agree. I mean, nothing's going to beat 5, but it'll be close to that. That
Yeah, that was a joke, you guys. I took a second there. Hold on, and then Diego. I'm also the same way. Diego caught some of my stream. I've been streaming this, guys. I am in first person with Grace, third person Willian, but I do want to try it for. I think I'm going to go for every achievement on Steam for my speed run, Jose. I think I'll do it in third person, everybody third person, and then maybe
That's
do
good.
Insanity all in first person. Ains said he did it all in first person.
Oh,
So
So how many-
is Cordy stuck because he's playing on an OLED?
yeah, he can't see, dude. When
doesn't
you
have
when
an
you
OLED.
have a
Bacon.
you have a
It's
lighter,
still a
I
joke,
turn it
dude.
off. It's
What, he doesn't
pitch
have a
black.
OLED?
I mean, like pixels are off on the screen, Bacon.
But
Like,
it's
that
you cannot
black.
see
It's-
anything unless you have a light. And by the way, Chance, you can change the at any time. You can change the camera if whatever you're feeling. There's just an option like click it at any time. Sorry, Chris, were you saying something?
No, I was just I didn't
It
realize
is
you
really
could
cool.
switch.
But that's kind of my nitpick, Jose. The fact that they give you the option to change it at any point, it's like they were like, what do you want to do? Which I guess is a good thing.
To me, that's an accessibility thing. They gave you default how it should be.
Yes.
But if you can't handle it that way, because the other piece of it, and I was thinking about this, and I'm not
Taco
joking,
has opinions.
but about
Love it.
like Logan. I know that he for like when he does his road to
He can't play scary games.
he can't play scary games, right? But this would be a way for him to say, like, how can I make it just a little bit scary so that I can enjoy the experience and stuff? So
Third person.
I have no issue with it, man. I think it's stupid to complain about the
Yeah.
toggle. Like, if
You're
you,
right.
it's- if
I'm
you
not
don't play it
complaining.
that way. Don't play it that way.
You're right. It is very cool because you could literally play it the way you want to play it, and I know I'm all for that. So guys, go play Resident Evil 9. And in fact, and actually first, probably should play Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, and then RE9. If I had to give anybody advice who had never
I think you
played
should play
any
7 too in there too, but that's
Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. It should be 2, 4,
4,
7, and then
Why doesn't 8 get more love?
I love 8, but
Oh,
you
I
don't
love
have to play it to
I
appreciate
yeah,
this game.
exactly. This basically is a combination of those three games. Like
But,
literally.
The last thing I'll say is that I think is really cool. there are some legit jump scares in there, and there are places where you're like, something's coming, and you're like, okay, I'm ready.
And then
for
there are
it.
times
There have been a couple where I've been like, Jesus, like out of nowhere in my basement. So I think that's been cool,
but not annoying like the screaming things in Alan Wake 2, which was just the stupidest crap ever with the screaming old lady, the hag in your
Out of
face,
nowhere.
like the red, those were dumb.
The first few times that happened,
exactly, it was okay, and then after a while,
and then you're just like, this is
dumb.
It's not
This
a
is
cool
annoying
mechanic. I'm not getting scared each time. I'm getting pissed off each time. So please stop.
The other thing I will mention before I started RE9 that I played a bunch of was the card TCG Shop Simulator.
Yeah, you talked about
I'm still playing on my Ally. It's a banger. I'm having
still
a great
ripping
time
packs.
ripping packs out there like Taco and selling them and stuff like that. Huge shout out for just a like dumb play it on your couch while you're watching TV kind of game. It's been great. And then watching TV, just a fun family update. So my youngest, I've been trying to get into movies, but she's not quite there yet age-wise. But Penelope has been super into Batman, so we did all the old ones that were terrible. We just finished the Nolan trilogy, and she loved it. She was like, that was way better than the first ones. But we still got to watch Robert Pattinson one, so that'll be next on the list at some point.
She's like, in fact, I was a little confused why people liked Batman for a while.
Yeah, she's like, I didn't understand.
And on that, Jose, we started Spider-Man. What's the first one? The animated one? Across the Spider-Verse or into the Spider-Verse?
Those are great.
Yeah, I
Dude,
was
they're
like,
amazing,
man,
dude.
I was like, I want to go play
amazing.
Spider-Man right now. So we just started the second one. I haven't seen it yet. I appreciated how there's the different art style when you were in Gwen's world, and then it jumps back to the one.
Dan, just you wait. You have no idea what's going on. And what sucks is they had to delay the third one because of the writer's strike. So like there was a chance they weren't going to make the third one, but I think it's still on. It's just going to take a while. So, but it's great. It's great, dude. There's such
Taco
good
says, Jose, wait till you start buying boxes just to rip them. Ripping those.
Oh, I've already been buying boxes, Taco. I'm on almost the legendary boxes. I got plushies in my store right now.
Oh, here we go.
All
guys.
kinds of
Gentlemen,
fangs 'cause of the
let's
stinky people.
close the show like we always do with the best food we had this week. Guys, I want to shout out my wife. The best food I had this week. She made like chicken tacos. Incredible. Gave me the worst gas.
It's like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited.
The worst gas ever afterwards. I don't even care what these
Hashtag worth
onions, chicken, the guac, the La Victoria salsa brava. I'm telling you, that's better than the Taco Bell hot, Jose. I'm telling you, it's really good. It's really good, Jose. You should try it.
I have tried it. What are you talking about?
Okay, I don't know if you liked it. Okay, you're a big. I Taco Bell hot. I agree. It's good too.
I like all salsas. Like I said.
Jose, what was the best food you had?
So there's a new breakfast burrito place by my house. And I found out because my mom said they were only $5. So I went down and met the dude. Super nice dude. Sabor Express. They're not the same kind as like Burrito Express or Tacos Rapidos. They're a more traditional like kind of food truck or breakfast burrito. But for $5, they're bangers. We got the chorizo. We got the bacon.
Is it as good as Santiago's? Comparable to that?
They're way bigger than Santiago's. They're probably 2.5 times as big as Santiago's. Like literally,
Okay.
Yeah, but Santiago's is like $2 though for those, right?
Yeah,
Something
you're right.
like that.
But so it's $5. But I'm just saying, like for the size to quality ratio was outstanding, and they do a steak and egg for $7. So I'm gonna have to do that next time, and I'll report back. So that was probably the best thing. The other thing, we went to Chipotle this week, and man, I just they hooked it up. Like every once in a while, you just get that one dude who's like basically quitting that day. And he's like, I don't even care. And like it was like an
Screw the man.
amount of barbacoa in my burrito. It was absolutely awesome. So those were the best things I had this week, man.
I was like, can you add a pizza for me on the pizza counter?
That's a copy.
Bacon, what was the best food you had?
I had nothing to report.
Oh, that's depressing.
Are you fasting right now?
Literally nothing.
I work at nights and
You don't eat.
it just sucks.
During the day?
I had a ham sandwich.
It's a ham sandwich again.
I did also
mayonnaise,
try
mustard?
my hand at some roast beef. It was
Okay.
good. It was a good couple
There you
days on
go.
roast beef. Now I'm back on the ham.
No good
Dry
snacks.
ham and bread. Or?
Just
Mustard.
I make a ham sandwich and put it in a lunchbox and take it to work with me.
Yeah, but cheese or
Yeah, there's cheese and mustard and mayonnaise.
That's
Yeah,
great.
and then the jalapeno baked Lay's because it's the best chip.
Those
ever
are
made.
good. Those are
Yeah.
good. Not as good as Little Vicky's jalapeno, but
And yeah, that's my life.
Okay. Gentle Stone said Diablo plus mild is the best. It gives a better flavor than hot, spicier but better balance. Interesting, Gentle Stone,
I'm gonna have to
because
check that
I
out,
feel like Diablo
Stone.
might be
All right.
too hot. I don't want like at
so I
Chipotle.
always have.
See, but like at Chipotle, where it's if you put the hot on, it ruins the burrito because I'm just tasting the hot salsa. I want there to be spice, but I want to be able to taste the other flavors of this amazing burrito. So interesting though. I might have to try that. Deja Vu said Chili's Dipper.
Triple Dipper.
Oh, Triple Dipper is
Always hits.
Chef's
Big
kiss.
mouth
Southwest
bites.
egg rolls or
Southwest
something
egg rolls always delicious. And Nashville hot chicken crispers.
Yep.
Diego said, "Someone get bacon a decent meal."
You see a lot better.
Oh, Nissa's right there with you, bacon. I had a disappointing roast beef sandwich last night, said Nissa.
I feel like Eeyore right now.
There is nothing wrong with a ham sandwich.
Yeah, I love it.
ham
Oh,
sandwich.
dude, I love. You know what I love,
mean-
guys? A bologna and cheese and mayo sandwich.
love a
That's-
bologna.
A ham sandwich
Yeah.
one night
Dang.
a week though is just like
No, I literally would be okay with that. I ate every day for 2 years straight. Jose can quote
Tilapia.
this. That too. He's actually right. But for lunch at work, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like,
Yeah.
so
I
it's
love
cheap,
pizza.
easy.
Bubble Boy, what's the best food you had?
So Monsoon Indian restaurant that I'm sure I've talked about a few times here, and they have a special. They call it their special naan. That's their garlic naan and their cheese naan, like mixed together, and it is absolutely incredible. Yeah, and then you put it in their chicken tiki masala that. That stuff could sell for $1 million a pound and it would still sell. It is so good. It's all like the dude's like grandma's grandma recipe. And they're doing well. They've like bought out. They started as like this big of a sliver in the little strip mall place they're at, and they just like keep buying the place next door over and over. So it's going well for them. So
And 1H1D, what was the best food you had this week?
Well,
It was the
about Taco
Fallout
Bell.
Fallout Pop.
No, well, I mean that was okay.
He
That was
liked the
alright.
Sprite. He liked the blue, Chance. He
I did like the
Sprite.
Quantum one.
yeah, I didn't not.
Yeah.
I go ahead, T-Bell. I'm listening.
No,
here we go.
I just had the chicken bacon ranch street chalupas. And yeah, those were
Interesting.
pretty good.
Solid.
How was that, like $13?
How did you afford this, Chris? Tell me more.
I sold my memory. No,
Oh,
I mean, it was fine. I thought that was pretty good. Like, I think they go through seasons where they have like some creative stuff, and then all of a sudden they just kind of
Yeah, it's
throw it to-
boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they suck and they're terrible when they take away the quesarito. But for real though, quick rating of the soda. You're thinking the blue,
Oh,
the
yeah.
purple, and
the
then
quantum
the weird one.
sarsaparilla, like,
Oh.
but very close, very close.
Sarsaparilla is not weird. Sarsaparilla is root beer, Daniel.
Yeah,
It's root beer.
Well, he
It's
said
just
that.
another-
He said that's what it's.
I had no idea before.
I don't know what it is
Yeah,
either,
it's
Chance. I
like
know
if
what
you go to
sarsaparilla
Kansas,
is.
if you go to Kansas City.
Why would anyone go there?
sarsaparilla.
It's root beer.
Yeah,
All right.
and then very bottom is the grape.
Yeah, he did not like the grape. Guys, did you notice my Leon S. Kennedy jacket that I was wearing for the stream? You didn't even
Look at
notice this today. The hood. Do I not look like that? And Chance, you'll appreciate this shirt.
Really?
Okay.
Lake Street Bombers.
All
That's
right.
sweet.
Yeah, they're terrible. It's a Colorado Rockies reference, Chris. Don't worry about it. They're terrible. Just god awful franchise. Gentlemen, this has been the Nerd Chat episode 253. Rest in peace. In peace. PlayStation on PC. Hello, Project Helix. I'll believe it when I see it. My name is Daddy Diwali. You can follow me at Daddy Diwali across all social media. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast. Make sure tune into my streams on YouTube at Daddy Diwali, where you can see me crap my pants every time something jumps out and freaks me out. And you can follow the show and everything at the Nerd Chat across everything. Jose, where can people find you?
You can find me Chipotle Bear everywhere. Thanks for tuning in. A quick update on our Fantasy Critic top 3. Todd is in first right now with 3 games at 42 points. Captain Logan second at 41 with 3 games. And Matt Valdez coming in ghostly here, third place with 35 points and 3 games. But a lot of releases coming out, so we'll update next week how it's going.
And X Bacon Gaming.
You'll find me, as Joe would put it, crashing out.
Yeah, on the Twitter streets.
Just gonna crawl in my bed and cry myself to sleep.
with his ham
PlayStation.
sandwich.
That's what Joe really wants, but it's not going to happen, Joe.
And Bubble Boy and 7.
First of all, I don't know how you could cry with a ham sandwich, but in hand, but because like I'd just be like, oh yeah, it's not all bad. People can find me sleeping in because it's spring break, baby. Starting tomorrow.
Already?
Yeah, it's
I
early
think
in APS.
That's
always
wild, dude.
stupid
Actually,
early, dude.
I shouldn't be excited
Always
about
the
it. I
second
should be
week.
very upset about it, in fact. But I'm gonna take it right now. So
Dude, so much gaming chance. I'm excited for you,
Yeah.
brother.
yeah.
And joining us, special guest, 1 hour, 1 decision over on all social media at CJ or Chris. I don't know anymore. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Discord at Siege989. I'm roaming the Discord servers here. Thank you guys for having me. And shout out to the chat, especially Dinero Primero. He helped me out with the little project.
Diego didn't know who Chris was, apparently. He had no idea who you
He's
were.
like, that's Chris.
Just work for the guy, but
But he helped me out with something like, I mean, I saw the work that he's done for you guys, and I was like, okay, I got to reach out to him.
He's
good
legit.
stuff.
Shout out
Diego,
to
you're the man,
Diego. Hey, XCP needs a new rebranding. So actually, he's already on that.
I think he's
so.
working with them already.
Nice.
I mean, and
Yes.
Xbox might need a new. Apparently, that Helix
Helix.
is
Oh, the
temporary.
Helix was pretty good. Diego gave him credit. So, as always, gentlemen, see you online.
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 Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
The Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast, is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. The show was created by Daniel Walenzik, and you can follow him at Daddy Diwali across all social media. The assistant to the co-host is Jose Martinez, and you can follow him at Chipotle_Bear. The assistant to the co-host is Chance Siegel, and you can follow him at BubbleBoyN7. The intern to the assistant to the co-hosts is Jason Jarrett, and you can follow him at XBaconGaming. You can also follow the show at The Nerd Chat across all social media. And as always, see you online.